Hey guys, it's Chelsea. Welcome back to another video. This is my editing self. Because I was so stupid and I deleted my intro and outro, so here I am recording it again. So as you can tell by the title of this video, it's going to be my favourite Netflix series. Going to be called something along those lines. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into the video. Because my list is so long, I'm going to go through a few main ones and kind of tell you a little bit about them. Then at the end I'm just going to give a list of like the ones that I think are more popular that people have probably seen, since I guess you're coming here to look at new ones. So yeah, let's just get on with the list. Okay, so the first one I'm going to mention isn't actually just one, it's 3 different series. Oh hell no! It's 3 different shows, but they are kind of like the same and run on the same principle, so I thought I'd mention them all together. So they're all based around the US prison system. The first one is Girls Incarcerated. This is about the younger type of girls that are not old enough to go into the adult institution. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, there's 2 series of that. It's really good. It's full of drama, and like these girls kind of have to recognise that if they don't change their lives, they're going to end up in the adult prison system. So yeah, it's like, it's sad. You get to see sad parts of their story, you get to see happy parts of their story, them learning and developing, and you know, maybe not developing, and you really get to have a look at, to me it opens it up as like, you're not going to judge these people so much now, because you've seen their background and what they came from, and you think, you know what, if I lived like that, maybe I would end up in their shoes as well. And the next one is Jailbirds. It's basically the same thing as Girls Incarcerated, but it's just older people. Yeah, it's the same sort of thing really, which is why I won't go too much into detail of it, but yeah, just a different sort of age group. I like those kind of prison things. I find it interesting how they live their lives and how they got there. Yeah, it's just good if you like that kind of show. The third one in this category is called 60 Days In. Literally, I discovered this, and normally my boyfriend hates the kind of shows I watch, but he loved this. He was like, babe, you found a gem. It's just basically, I think about 6 people go undercover for the prison to find out how the drugs are getting in, to find out like about the fights breaking out and why, and who's the troublemakers and things like that, and also for their own like sort of self journey, I guess, to find out more about themselves. They've all got different reasons for wanting to go in there. Second show is Atypical. I'm not sure if a lot of people have heard about this or not, because I don't hear a lot of like my friends sort of talking about it, but yeah, it's basically based around the main character who has autism. And again, I love this theme because I've never had or seen or watched a show where the main character has autism or something similar like that. So it's nice to like sort of understand his brain process, and it's kind of like they build like comedy into it. It's like a family drama type show, and you get to see all of the members of the family, their kind of stories. It's just, I don't know, it's just a nice kind of like heartwarming show. It gets a bit sad sometimes. So yeah, with Atypical, you see the main character trying to be more independent, trying to go around like having relationships, and then this in turn you kind of see how it affects his mum and his dad. The next series, which I think quite a few people have watched, but again I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it, is Dead to Me. Without giving too much away, obviously you can tell by the title somebody died. So it's about this woman whose husband has just died. I think it was a car accident. You see that very early on, so it's not really a spoiler. And then she becomes friends with the person who killed him, but she obviously doesn't know this, and again this is quite early on in the show as well, so there's no spoilers. The next one is You, Me, Her. It's basically about a throuple, which is basically a relationship that involves 3 people. There's 2 girls, one man in this case. And you just sort of see their journey of, they just go from like 2 of them to 3 of them, and how it changes. They're always sort of on and off, and there's always sort of problems. They're coming from different sort of backgrounds. Like the couple is older, ready for kids, has a good career, and then the girl who comes in is quite young, still at college, not sure what she wants to do. So it's just interesting to see those kind of 2 lives merge. And again, I don't think it's funny like haha, but I think there is some like light-hearted moments in there. It's quite sad quite a lot of the time, I think, anyway. But you know, what kind of show is it if I'm not gonna be crying? cry at everything because I'm an emotional wreck. So show number 6 is Dancing Queen. This show is amazing. I can't believe it hasn't got more stars on Netflix. I don't know how many it had, but when I looked I was like, what? How do people not like this? It's basically Alyssa Edwards from Drag Race. I can't remember his name in real life. Justin. Owns a dance studio, and you get to see it's basically about the daily ins and outs of his life, but a lot of it is around the dancing studio because that's where he is quite a lot of the time. And you get to see him going to competitions. The dancing studio is for children, by the way. And I don't know, it's just very interesting to see this other side of him, because on Drag Race you only see that drag side of him, but to see that there's another part of his life and something he's very talented at and very good at, it's interesting. You get to see the dance mums. Yeah, there's always a lot of drama going on within the dance school because of the mums. You get right in there. We love drama. We love drama over here. So the next series I'm going to talk about is Love. I believe this has 3 seasons, and I watched all of them. And when I say I watched all of them, like I binged watched them. For me, the show was quite hard to get into at the beginning, the first couple of episodes, but then as you sort of start to watch and the story develops, it gets more interesting. It's basically about 2 people, male and female, who both basically just have ended their relationships or coming out of relationships. Their lives are very different, and then they come together, and you see that in the show. There is a lot of challenges because they're very different people. They don't just have different lives, they're very different people. And it's true, like this show kind of shows that it's true what they say, you know, opposites do attract. So yeah, I'm kind of like a sucker for a love type of show, and it's quite evident by the title, Love. This is going to be one of those shows. It's a drama show. I would say it has a bit of comedy in there. I was laughing at some times because one of the main characters is so awkward. The next show is Unbelievable. This was like amazing. I can't even tell you how good this was. I didn't expect it. It starts off with this girl who was sexually assaulted in the middle of the night. You see this in the first episode, so it's not a spoiler. And there's people who believe her, people who don't believe her. And then something else comes into light in the story, and it makes her case more believable. And then it takes like a change from what I expected, and it turns into more like, how do you say it, turns into a more like police investigation. And I love that. I love looking at like where the police are looking, what they're doing, the plans, them stressing out over it, them not being able to figure out who the guy is, and I like that a lot. I love the characters in this. I love the storyline. I literally love everything about it. And then I found out recently that it was based on a true story, so to me that just makes it even better. Next show I'm going to mention, I know probably a lot of people have seen it, but it is one of my favourites, so I have to talk about it, and it's Jane the Virgin. I bloody love this show. I can't remember how many series there are, but there is a lot of episodes. There's 100 episodes over it anyway, because it's like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. It's basically about a girl who is a virgin, or should I say a woman who is a virgin. She gets accidentally artificially inseminated and becomes pregnant. There is so much drama and so many unexpected events that like my mind is blown. I can't even tell you. Like, there's murders, there's romance, sadness, happiness, drama, family relationships, very odd type of relationships that I haven't again seen on any other show. So it's just one of those things, I can't explain it, you just have to watch. And I think this show is one that pulled me in very quickly. Within the first episode I was hooked, and I love it when it's like that, because it isn't an effort to watch it. You're not just watching it because someone else recommended it and it's gonna get good. It's good. I'm literally speechless. It's good. Next we have Insatiable, which again I think is quite popular, but not sure. A lot of people were judging this show at the beginning because it's about a girl who is fat, she's overweight, and then she loses all this weight, and then she becomes a pageant queen, or pageant, I don't know what you call it. Is it pageant queen? Yeah. And because she loses this weight, she meets someone who then coaches her to be a pageant queen. The second season there is a lot of murders even towards the end of the first season, which again I wouldn't expect from watching this kind of show or like looking at the trailer for it either, because to be honest I don't think the trailer does it any justice. And if you do make it to the second season, you'll see what I'm saying. It's not just about her losing weight and being pretty, because she even says herself, like, me losing this weight hasn't made me any happier. I'm still the same sort of person inside. So I think it is giving out a good message to people, like, even though her life might look perfect and it might look like things have changed, like, she's still the same person inside. So losing weight isn't going to make that any better. So I think it's a good watch, and for those people that judged it, please just go back to it and watch, because you can never judge a book by its cover. So yeah, I hope that you found at least one show you haven't seen before, and you're gonna like watch some. Like, you can literally go on a Netflix binge now. Like, you can watch this video, come off of YouTube and be on Netflix for days watching all these shows that I mentioned. It's a lot of shows.